Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, your girl LiaLeigh, and today I'm going to be sharing my 3-month update since the polyp removal video, which I'm going to post right here. Just in case you haven't checked it out, I would suggest that you check that video out prior to watching this video, but let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I do want to, give my appreciation to everyone who is following up with me on this journey of just health and health education on oneself and yeah, all of that. So I have right here on my phone my notes on some different things that I want to kind of stay on track with this video. The main thing being my menstrual cycles. So we all know at the end of April of this year, it was like around my original scheduled surgery day was supposed to be, I believe, April 26th. It ended up getting pushed to April 29th because my OBGYN had to deliver a baby. Surgery happened, wham bam, healed fine. The big thing with me was making sure that my periods had went back to like some normalcy for me. I had began having like 2 periods in a month at the end of last year. So basically like November, December, January of this year, and in February, I believe, or it may have stopped by time then. I had began experiencing 2 periods in 1 month. The periods were excruciating, like really painful outside of my already 7-day, sometimes 8-day menstrual cycles, and it's been like that my entire life. So I was used to it. I was super exhausted from having these types of menstrual cycles. I was always told like, oh, this can be normal. Some people's can be like this, some people's aren't. But within those times, those months that I had just mentioned, they had began to come on, like my cramps were really worse than what I was used to. And I'm like, okay, this isn't normal. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to get some health insurance this year, and I'm going to make it a priority for me to stay on top of my health. So that's what I did. Went to the doctor, got the surgery done, and now let's fast forward to May. May is when I was kind of seeing how my menstrual cycle was going to be. Keeping in mind that with the procedure, they do what is called like a scraping of the uterus, which removes the lining, aka what is our menstrual cycle. That's what we bleed, that's what we shed. In May, my period was like non-existent almost, because just like at the end of April I had that done, so there was nothing really for my body to release. It was 3 days total, my cycle, just basically light spotting the whole time. I reached out to the doctor, made sure that was normal. He reassured me like, hey, we did just do this procedure and we did the scraping, so that's why it's so light. Your next official menstrual cycle should be in June, or will be in June. So I'm keeping that in mind, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I hope it's still light. I hope it's like still like this. But keeping in mind as well, I'm like, I feel like I'm never that lucky to have a short, simple, easy peasy menstrual cycle, right? Okay, let's go into June. June is the regular snapback, and I was like, oh shoot, I knew I wasn't that lucky. I wonder if this surgery even did anything for me. June, I had 7 full days again of a menstrual cycle, and just like prior to my surgery, and it was painful and it was heavy. And I remember that one because I was like, oh my goodness, I feel like this procedure didn't do anything for me. Or is it like am I just prone to having these super difficult menstrual cycles? And I'm like, this is so frustrating because I've dealt with this forever. Fast forward, I'm just like, whatever. At this point, I was taking some women vitamins. I was taking like the gummies. I was taking like other types of just pills, like capsules, but I wasn't really feeling like they were doing it for me. So I looked into, well, I really didn't look into anything. I was just in Walgreens, and I seen these Garden of Life daily probiotics for women, and they help with vaginal health, digestive, and immune health, along like some other things as well. And here these are. Now you guys, I am in my second bottle, which means my second month, because they only come in 30 pills per bottle, or at least the ones that I purchased, because I buy them from Walgreens. I started taking these in probably like in July, definitely, yeah, probably like in July, maybe like the end of June or something like that. And initially, I don't feel like, you know, you don't see anything like right at the snap of a finger a lot of times, because your body has to kind of, you know, get used to them, reap the benefits with taking them, you know, for a good amount of time. I was like, cool, I'm just gonna take these. These are highly recommended by some 2 black OBGYN that I follow on Instagram, and these are women. So I'm like, okay, they recommend these, so let me just stick to them. They are on the expensive side. They're like $25 and could be more expensive, closer to like $30 depending on where you purchase them from. So I'm like, all right, these things are expensive. I see great reviews on them. I see some reviews where people were like, you know, a little not happy with the quality, I guess, but everyone's different. And I want everybody to keep that in mind when it comes to everything, whether it's, you know, pills, whether it's a procedure, or whatever the case. Your body is not going to react the same as someone else who has maybe had a bad reaction or a good reaction to whatever medication. Moving forward to July, and this is like the very end of June. We're still talking about menstrual cycles. The end of June, which was June 29th through July 3rd. That's 5 days. It started out, my menstrual cycle started out heavy and normal cramps. So like typically the week leading up to my cycle, I'll feel like that, PMSing, and get all those symptoms. So when I say heavy, that's what I mean, where I get like sharp pains here and there. And like the official day where my cycle decides to come on, I'll get like a rush of like menstrual pain, having to go to the bathroom, just a whole bunch of PMS, you know, symptoms and all that. So my cycle actually lasted only about 2 to 3 days, and it was really light and easy going. Now that surprised me, because I was like, okay, my cycle really doesn't ever last, like it's never that short. And as far as flow, it was like good. Like I could not complain. I was happy. So let's move towards the end of July, which is recently. This was July 25th through the 28th. My cycle seriously lasted like 3 to 4 days. It was light for the most part. Towards the end, like the last 2 days, honestly, it was like that brownish, reddish spotting, and that's how I knew that my body, like my period was ending. And I was like, oh my goodness, my cycle was so light. As well as me still taking these probiotics, I was like, what is my body doing? What is going on? As far as diet, there hasn't been really any drastic changes. I have been working out, which I have been doing previously, but I'm just like, whoa, my body is doing some shifts right now. With me, I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, is it this procedure? Is it the probiotics? Is it like a combination of the two? Is it just me aging, you know? So if anyone has any knowledge that they would like to share, please list it. Like, please share it down below in the comments. Y'all know I like to, you know, be able to relate and read everyone's feedback towards me. So I just want to let y'all know where I am at right now at the 3-month you know, follow up, which I'm calling it a 3-month follow up because I'm following up with y'all. And if I feel like I need to do a 6-month follow up, like if anything changes, whether my cycle goes back to being like longer and heavier, or something continues to change with my menstrual cycle and all, I will let you guys know through a video up here, and as well as with the vitamins. I'm going to be taking these because I love these. These help my vaginal health altogether. I had shared this in my monthly favorite video that I just dropped. So if you haven't checked that out, I highly recommend that y'all look at it and just watch all the way until the end, because that's the part when I actually begin to talk about the probiotics. So if you are trying to figure out what you need to take for yeast infections, for BV, I would recommend starting out with these. I know some women prefer like the suppositories. I don't. They can, I feel like in my mind, I imagine them being messy. I could be totally wrong, but I prefer to just take a daily vitamin. That way I don't have to worry about anything, no surprises, nothing like that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If y'all have any questions, please leave them down below about any updates. I healed great from the procedure as far as I'm aware of. And yes, I am so thankful for this short menstrual cycle. I hope it keeps going this way, and I hope this is a great sign for the future, for fertility, for all of that beautiful, beautiful stuff that, you know, people look forward to in life. So if y'all enjoyed this video, y'all know what to do. Comment down below, press the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video. If you have someone who may be experiencing some unusual heavy cramps or just irregular menstrual cycles, anything like that, please, please, please recommend them to please go see a doctor and get some professional help and you know, get opinions. Even if you have to go to more than one practitioner, seek medical advice. Thank you so much, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye.